Hello again. Looks like my camera's going a bit pixelated. Anyway, another brief update. This is the first week of semester just started. I had my first lecture and it was a lot of fun. So I hope the students in it enjoyed it as much as I do. Most of the reason that people like myself are academics is because we want to be talking to students, and that's exactly what we enjoy. Unfortunately, when you take administrative tasks like being coordinator, you do less teaching, spend less time with students. So, hey, the good news is these videos seem to be having a bit of an impact and people are contacting me more. So, got a question, email me, make a booking, you know how. What I want to talk about today is something that's important this time of semester, conditional status and also unit enrollment. Conditional status is handled differently in different areas. In computing, if you're in conditional status, so if you failed a couple of units, we think, look, you need to be careful, then you'll go in conditional status, you'll be limited to only a maximum of 75 credits. If you're not on a student visa, you can do less than that. The idea really is that you spend some time going back and doing the more important units, really put some time into it, try to figure out what had gone wrong the previous semester and get back into the swing of things. Computing is really hard and it's not unusual to have a bad semester at some point, and life can be hard, so anyone can have a bad semester anytime, including staff, incidentally. Um, so employers know that as well. If you have one bad semester, it doesn't make you employable. However, employers do expect to see something. So they expect you to come back and be picking up and not keep failing units. They expect your marks to start rising again, etc. The important thing to remember are that marks are a measurement by the academics of what they hope is your learning. The marks are not the important thing, it's the learning that's important, because it doesn't matter if you get wonderful marks, if you go out later, sit in an interview and you don't understand. If you've just learned, if you can't answer the questions, that won't really help. So remember, the learning is the important thing, and hopefully the units are all set up so that the marks adequately reflect the learning. So it's conditional. We're not having mandatory conditional interviews this time, but people are seeing me about conditional interviews. And now the major coordinators, so that's Reza for cyber and Namalika for software engineering, are also doing conditional interviews with the students in those majors. So that should be quite fun. We're also using a new SRES system. So those people on conditional status would have got an email directly to them and allows us to personalize things a bit more. It's a nice touch, really. So that's conditional status. Enrollments are the big thing. You'll probably find at some point you try to enroll in a unit and the unit is not available, so you go and enroll in a different unit. Be careful when you do that, because if you end up enrolling in the wrong unit or not enrolling in the unit you need, that can end up slowing you down. So let's say that for some reason the system won't let you enroll in DSA, COM 1002, then you go and enroll in something else, maybe use an elective. The next semester, you're meant to do another unit that depends on DSA. At that point, you could have a problem. It's a worse problem if it's something like ISE, ISAT 1000, Introduction of Software Engineering, because that only happens in first semester. So if you don't enroll in ISE, then next semester you have a unit that has that as prerequisite. Not only can you not enroll in that other unit, but you can't catch up and do it ISE anymore either. You have to wait till first semester next year. Do remember that most of our units are only offered in one semester or the other. A couple of first year units, so the first ones, fundamentals programming, program design implementation, they offered both semesters. Second semester units, so DSA, UCP, they offered in both semesters. At the moment, computer communications is offered in both semesters, but that may not be the case for much longer. And we've just started offering fundamental concepts of data security in both semesters. So the first year classes are fairly large. If you prefer to do it in second semester, you can, depending on your plan. If you're not sure, as usual, talk to myself or your major coordinator about a plan that will work. Going back to the unit enrollment though, if the unit is full, you can't enroll. But what you can do is go to Connect. Connect that will trigger a process. First of all, Connect will probably put you on a waiting list. Secondly, Connect will then check with the school and say, hey, this unit is full. Do you want to increase it? Fairly much every unit we're going to be increasing, apart from perhaps the Apple ecosystem one, because we have limited lab space for that. So what will happen is in another few days, the unit will have increased in quota, and then hopefully you'll be able to enroll. If it's an important unit, definitely do that. Don't delay it. Start going to classes. So that's timetable.student.curtin.edu.au. You can see the timetable for any unit at Curtin. Start going to classes. Tell the UC, hey, look, I'm turning up to classes. I'm not enrolled yet. I'm trying to enroll. That way, even if the opening happens in week 3, the UC can approve your late enrollment because you've been going to classes. So that all works. Make sure you're getting into the right units because, if you don't, it can have a repercussion. And if you're not too sure, ask me. Ask Naz if you're talking about IT. Ask Reza if you're talking about a cyber unit. Ask the Malika if you're talking about a software engineering unit. We are here to help you, and that's what we want to do. Okay, enjoy your first week at back in 2023.